It's February 16th, 2013, and this is your week in review. Okay, first up in world news, some big news in cancer fighting stuff. Some scientists and clever people have put together a virus that helps prolong people's lives when they've got terminal cancer, and it could be possibly the way or the future of finding a cure to cancer. As far as I can tell, the antivirus is a virus that goes into the body, then it searches for the cancerous tissues and stuff, and then it attacks it and destroys it, and then it also at the same time helps or like tells your body to be like, go get him. So a new cure for cancer might be coming, or at least something to help people that want to prolong their lives until the bad thing happens. Also, the Pope decided to said he was going to back down this week, which was, it's not surprising. He's old. He's definitely got decent reasons. He doesn't feel like he's adequate, or not adequate. He doesn't feel like he can do a job that he's doing when someone else couldn't better. I don't know. He's backing down. That's the important thing. Also, some troubling thing coming from Korea again. There was a earthquake in the morning, or what people were saying or calling an artificial earthquake, and I was like, that's exciting. And then it just turned out it was actually just a nuclear test that North Korea were doing, which is, I don't know, a bit worrying considering all the things that they're trying to do to the US at the moment, and China, their best of buds, is kind of just going, you should probably stop doing this, right, for your own safety. And in the big news this week, it happened on Friday, a meteor, which was really lucky because Russia's insurance policies mean everyone's got like a dash cam on the car, so there's quite a few bits of footage from different angles of this meteor. It's very impressive. Unfortunately, last time I heard 500 people were injured after the atmosphere beat up this meteorite, so it looked cool, but it was kind of dangerous, and I guess some people were lucky or unlucky depending on how you look at it. In game news, Genova Chen from that game company has talked about his new game, or talked about what he might be doing for his new game, and he says he's very interested in working with touch devices because children and kids and all these other people are so used to iPads and touching, and most computers coming out now are going to be touchscreen. So he's looking toward the touchscreen games. So we might be seeing the next That Game Company game on the Vita, the Wii U, PCs and iPhones and tablets and Androids. Video Game BAFTA nominations were announced this week, and there's really not much to say about it, but I did do some predictions, and I'm going to put a link somewhere to my website where I did the predictions, and you can have a look at them if you want. Dragonborn DLC came out this week for Skyrim on the PS3, and it's 50% off for the first week it's out. Expect to see Hearthfire and Dawnguard to come out in the following few weeks. They should all come out in February. But I've been playing Dragonborn and it's very fun so far. So if you've got a PS3 and you've got Skyrim and you like it, go check it out because it's probably the cheapest it's going to be for a long time, and it's very good. Also, in some of the coolest video game news I've ever heard of, Tamagotchi is now on Android phones in the US. And they're going to be making an iOS version soon, I think. I don't see why they wouldn't, but it looks so cool. It's just, you got your phone, and then you got the little keychain Tamagotchi in your phone instead of having... It looks really cool, and I just recommend everyone go get it, because if you're a 90s kid, then you probably had a Tamagotchi and it was a lot of fun. And in PlayStation 4 news, things are getting heated up. Next week on Wednesday, most people think that PlayStation 4 is going to be announced officially. Before that happened, we've had 1 or 2 photos of the PlayStation 4's controller, the prototype, and it looks quite interesting. It's got the same sort of design as the standard DualShock controller, but the important thing to notice is there's a little bar at the top, and it's all like colours. That could probably be something to do with the Move or something else. And there's a little touchscreen similar to the one on the Vitas in the middle, and the controller looks a bit bulkier and a bit wider, but apart from that we don't know what's inside. It's only pictures and speculations, so we'll probably see on Wednesday what that's all about. And exciting news for me and probably not many other people, NoobTube, who are a podcasting duo, got back together after like nearly a year to do a episode, and it was very good. So anyone likes that, go click that because it was very good. In movie and TV news, the Grammys happened the other day, and I'm not really much into award shows that much anyway, apart from the BAFTAs occasionally. But the important thing to note was Katy Perry's dress because it was very revealing. Also, Sunday marked the return of The Walking Dead with season 3.5 premiere, and to be fair, the episode was good. It was interesting. I'm really not sure what's going on. It's deviating from the comics quite a lot now, especially seeing Dale's like a main character and he's not even in the comics. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to go on with him in the thing. But the important thing to note is when you're watching it, or go back and watch it if you've already seen it, the extras in the town scene were just awful and it's funny to watch. In cool news, Peter Dinklage from the Game of Thrones has been officially signed up to play a part on the new X-Men movie. I don't know anything about X-Men, so I don't know who he could be playing, but I'm excited to see more Peter Dinklage because I actually really have a crush on him because he's a lovely man. And in Star Wars news, Harrison Ford has been signed up to play Han Solo in Star Wars Episode 7, which I find this kind of disappointing because I really don't want to see any of the old characters back. I want to see like a new refresh with one or two maybe links between like C-3PO or something like that. But the important thing is that if this is true, that we're going to be looking at it gives us a good idea of the timeline of what's going to be happening in the movie, so we can date it and figure out when it is, unless he's in a flashback or they do some retro aging like they did on Tron. And in news I couldn't figure out the category for, so I'm just going to call it MISC. Kate Upton was on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition 2013, and she did a fantastic shoot with videos and pictures and other things in the Antarctic, which was pretty cool and actually got me a little bit giddy. And as far as I'm aware, that's the first photo shoot they've ever done in the Antarctic. So world records and Kate Upton topless. So that was pretty much everything that happened this week that I thought was interesting. If you like the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe it and do whatever else I'm telling you to do and other people always tell you to do. And the question of the week is, what do you think are the new Star Wars movies? Do you think it's a good thing they're going to be doing 7, 8 and 9? And then possibly the movies in between, or do you think it's just a waste of time, money grabbing and thingy? Personally, I'm quite excited to see what happens. I'm not too much of a fan of episode 4, 5 and 6. I haven't seen it for a very long time though. And I actually kind of liked episode 1, 2 and 3 because it was my age group it was aimed at and it was cool and there were lightsabers. So that's everything. Out.